I'm Malcolm Van Delst, and this is an excerpt from Do the Wrong Thing, a book series or extra long novel that opens with a woman trying to kill herself. She says, "I don't know why I tried to do this," and by way of explanation tells her life story. We were in book 2. Previously, in Do the Wrong Thing, Ava lost her virginity with one guy and experienced her first orgasm with another crazy guy who then made her crazy, or so she says. I'll put my questions at the end. This chapter is called Problems. Every day, sometimes several times a day, I wrap a tape measure around my waist, pushing out my stomach. I'm not making up lies about waist size. I hate girls who suck in their stomachs and pretend to be thinner than they are. This morning, I see 25 inches. That means I've gained an inch. Now I need to lose 2. And I do sit-ups and these arm exercises that are supposed to make your breasts bigger and a back bend every day when my roommate's not around. This is the only exercise I do. If I let myself get fat or stop wearing makeup, I mean, I'm average, I know that in appearance, but whatever I have to make it matter. Pretty girls are wanted, and not only by men. Ugly girls are not. I can't stop myself from binging on dessert and ice cream, but I can go to the bathroom and push my fingers down my throat. I'm not anorexic. I'm not thin. I didn't go to church this Sunday. First time ever, unless I was sick. I thought I'd feel something, guilt at least, but nothing. Emily, this outspoken popular girl in residence, hurries towards me as I turn my key in my dorm room door. Her face is lit up, her long brown hair shining as if she's a model in a shampoo commercial. "Ava, guess who is here looking for you?" she exclaims. I stare at her blankly. "Costas!" Her brown eyes widen. Emily is not fat, but not thin either. She is enviably confident. I screw up my face. "Professor Vasilakis," she says, as if I don't know who Costas is. I shake my head, slowly, not comprehending why my philosophy professor is coming to my dorm. "He was knocking on your door. He asked me if he had the right one." "Professor Vasilakis?" "I told him you weren't here. He said you weren't in class. He wanted to see if you were okay." What? I stare at popular, commanding Emily. She seems to think this is wonderful, like some Harlequin romance. Costas, as he likes to be called. It makes me uncomfortable because we're supposed to act as if we're friends. We're not friends. I've only talked to him a few times in his office. I imagine him from the back, clad in his gray overcoat, hands in his pockets, coat flapping open like a scholarly cape, filling the width of the dorm hall. He stops at my door and knocks authoritatively. He knows how happy I'll be that, oh, shit. Now he's seen where I live. Now he knows that the older, worldly person I pretend to be is a sham. That woman would never live in residence. Still, how did he find out where I live? Exam time. I wake up, swing my legs around to put them down. When I stand, I'm wobbly and my feet don't feel like they're attached to my body. I sink back to my bed. There's an orange on my windowsill, so I grab it and wolf it down. Wait. I'm like a wilted flower, straightening after being watered. I think I can actually feel nutrients filling my veins and plumping up cells. I get up, dress, and go to breakfast, eat more than I usually do, pocket an orange and an apple. I guess I should eat more, but I need to lose an inch around my waist, too. Pick one character from As I Lay Dying and talk about them. Did you like them? Describe their relationship with other characters. How do they advance the plot? I stare at the yellow 8.5 by 11 in front of me like some fucked up kind of Buddhist mind emptier than the page. Snippets of thought appear. They're faint and they fade before I can catch them. Okay, Daryl. I'll write about Daryl. Ava? Yeah? Calm down. Write that sentence now. I try to get it, but it's gone before I can catch it. Calm down. I narrow my eyes and will the words back. Darl. Okay, Darl. Don't panic. Hold it together. Don't cry. Hold it. Breathe. Jesus. It's 11:30 already. I watch the dust particles in the ray of sunlight coming in through the window. Darl is like, grrr, grumble. Oh, God. I look up from my exam paper. No one is looking at me, but that doesn't mean they didn't hear it. Next time I'll eat more breakfast. Holy, a third of the room is gone already. What if Dr. Bursis realizes I'm Daryl? I'm not. Daryl is just a character. I slump, then put my head down on my desk. Ava, do you know what your problem is? Yes. You never had this issue before grade 13 biology exam. I know. You keep pretending you don't care. What else can I do? If there's a crack, if she sees a way in, she'll force it wide, destroy everything inside me, and drag me back to the farm. Silence. You have no answer for that. Silence. Every time you write exams, you're going to go through this. I know. If you don't deal with my what? I have to fight. I have to ignore this. If I go home, I will be Daryl. I'll be drugged, and it won't be a couple of Ativan to get me through exams. Maybe I'll murder her. That'd be worse than this. I look at my hand. Might as well be a paperweight. It lies there on the desk, holding that useless pen beside this empty paper. I look up across the gray tiles to the sunbeam filled with dust. What if I fail? I force the pen across the page. Darrell is the obvious choice for this answer. Darrell is the main narrator of this multi-character book. Darrell should not have gone to the insane asylum. He was a scapegoat for the family's problems. I like Darrell because, no, I can't write that. Scratch it out. People like Darrell because they think he is misunderstood. They think he is misunderstood because he is misunderstood. Darrell is smart, but he is in an environment where he cannot use his intelligence. He is not a criminal. He is driven to arson by grief and isolation, even though he's never alone. Even if I had an aspirin, I'd have to call over a monitor before I could reach into my purse to get it. My heart's not beating as fast as it was. That's good. Maybe it's the Ativan kicking in. Now I need something to clear this headache and kickstart my brain or something. Oh, God. I've got to do this again at the end of the year. Only those exams will be worth even more. What if I fail? She wants me to fail. I know that. If I cry or complain, quit and come home, she urges. You've made a mistake. Come home. Pray. Dad is driving me to Arbor, where I'll board the bus to Birmingham. Mom insisted on coming. Mom and I had a massive fight, which is why I'm going back to school early. But she'd refused to drive me in early, so Dad said he would, which made her furious. And once he said he'd do it, she wanted to come too. Just after Christmas. Then she insisted that my younger brothers, Michael, Luke, and Christian, all come. Luke and Christian, I can understand. They're still children. But Michael? In the garage, she tells Michael to get in the front seat. You're a man now, she says. You're 16, you need to ride up front. Women and children sit in the back. I'm already in the car, in the back. As she gets in beside me, I am literally possessed. There's a whoosh, like when I first saw Christian after he was born, but instead of resentment and anger swooping out, they swoop in like a tidal wave, thoughts floating like debris. She should die. She's a blight on our family, on the planet. She's bad for everyone, including herself. She'll be happy to die. I'll be doing the world a favor. I'll be doing her a favor. She hates life. Sure, I'll go to jail, but some things are bigger than people can understand. They need to be done, no matter the result. I'm so close to her that if I relax, my thigh will touch hers. You must get that from my side of the family, she's saying. Your ability to write. I grind my teeth. Michael and Dad sit stiffly in the front, and Luke and Christian, equally stiff, not making a sound, one on either side of her. Your Aunt Else always liked to write, and Tanya too. My brothers are very smart, she continues. The Greyhound station, right before I get on the bus, Dad looks deep into my eyes before saying simply, bye. I stumble on, crying. Why do we have to be so sad? Mom is still talking. June 23rd, 2016, 9:05 p.m. We have to skip a whole semester. I know I did live in the library, classes where I was outspoken and engaged, libraries, food dorm, binge eat cookies and whatnot, throw up. I must have been weird and uncomfortable to be around. I've more or less blanked out these months. No memories,